Hey there, welcome back. Maris here, and today let's take a review look on the going viral latest DLC for Tropico 6. And if you don't know, then this is the thing just released in the. I will link in the Steam if you haven't seen yet. It's quite high in the ratings, 94%. I'm shocked. Prices are the same as previous 3 or 4 DLCs. It's 15 euros, 15 US dollars, same price, and going down. So what we actually have in this DLC? So there are 4 different diseases which basically are introduced in 4 different mission campaigns. In each of those campaigns you will have this one particular disease, right? That's the scenario. Then on top of that there's panic mechanics. Basically that is how measures panic. 3 modes: everyone calm, then middle panic, and then high alert panic. So that's how it works. And in core what we have is 60 new edicts in various areas that you can use. And of course there's also 9 new buildings. I will go through them, explain, and basically give my feeling. This will not be reviewed as I do for the games, because this is DLC. This is quite tiny portion of the whole game, right? And yeah, fight the plague, this last that should be a bullet point. That's nothing you can do. So 9 buildings, 16 edicts is the core of it, right? So let's jump right into the game, and I'll just briefly try to explain so you can see, and that's the review about. So I'll show you what we are reviewing, because the base game is the same. What I also need to show is I am on front of it, but at the bottom, you see, this is another button introduced to all other DLCs. So that's basically, I will be in front of it, don't worry. But you have it in your DLC. So this shows you the whole thing, what's going on. I am currently not on any of these scenarios. This is separate map, so you can time after time face one of these 4 plagues. It's basically on repeat. You get one, next time you might get another, and this is basically the first shows what happens. This is one of the worst of them all, where your Tropicons fall asleep and basically stop working. So the faster, if for example this pandemic takes over, then no one is working, there's no money, you lose. It's quite harsh. Others are not that bad. Others, those made-up plagues, basically convert them to gorillas. Others are just a small cough. It's everything explained, right? And this is also important. Will come later. Self-immunization per month is 1%, right? So this is where you track of your population. As you can see, I try to get rid of this plague, but somewhat doesn't work, as that's why I played a lot to understand how everything works, so I can better rate this game, right? This DLC. So I have everyone cured, but I have unknowns, so that's why I can't beat it. I don't know, probably someone is sick in this region. And also you can open it, there's a new overlay, so you can see if you know where is infected, for example, the infection. If there's in these buildings, then you can use some tools. I will show you all of them. And what else is the statistics? Yeah, overall the immigrants are affected as what's going on in outside world, right? So just the numbers as such. And then there are 2 more tabs at this new dashboard, where this is the public opinion. So as you can see, currently we have panic 0. There's no panic. So this is a meter that's based on your edicts and your actions, increase or decrease, but basically that's how you manage. The thing is, as you can see, if the panic is nothing, then there is increased chance of infection. So you want that to be in the middle, then they are not careless. So basically they are aware there is a plague, no increased chance of infection. When it's at the high end, this emergency powers, that's you can enable these edicts whenever you want, but you will lose trust, well, ratings for all the factions. So kind of how we experience it. If there is high panic, everyone panics, that basically gives you the right to issue higher. It's basically mimicking the word, okay? That's how I can explain. For example, closing the borders, martial law, it's all allowed and fine with people if there's high alert. So basically, you create high alert, and then it gives you more of basically every single tool that you can use in your disposal. As you can see, not only 16 of these new edicts, but for example, the same martial law is the already well-known law edict that can be used where there's high emergency. And then there's, yeah, most of them are still from the new one. Yeah, the new edicts. I will show you them as well. So this is how the mechanics works regarding of edicts. You have them, but you have to have specific set of rules to basically painlessly enable them. And then the last one, this is pretty crucial. This is crucial from all sides. So how to create cure? You don't need to have a new building, some cure magical pharmacy or some whatnot, but you can choose from 3 different of these buildings where you will test ingredients and find a cure. Not every ingredient in the list is immediately just making the cure. Cure is just a made up new item that you can sell and purchase as well. So for example, in a cannery, you can set only 2 ingredients. Basically, when the pandemic hits, there's a list of ingredients. You pick what you get or make already on island, the fastest as you can make, and select and push. There's a button that says testing, start testing, and once the ingredients are in this particular building, they create some batches, and basically then it shows if it's efficient or if it's healing or pointless, like not working ingredient. Then you select next batch until you find the thing that is needed to create cure, right? And for example, you can do that in chocolate factories, so you can now make more ingredients at once, so less testing is needed. Or if you have a pharmaceutical company, then you can have 4. There is a downside. When you select all 4, it means you need to have all 4 of them right before you start making this batch. So for example, if you have 3 ingredients right already, you create them on your island, and 1 is missing and you select all 4 of them, then for example, if you're importing, you need to have to wait for that 1 ingredient. They will not test 3 rest of them. So once everything is in a building, they test and they work as separate. So for example, you have 4 ingredients, 3 of them are not working, and in my case, I had shellfish. It's healing, it has healing powers, right? It's randomized, I think, for every time in this scenario. Then when you click publish ingredient, it publishes the cure. So it's not like you will need all 4 of these ingredients. You're basically just testing batches, right? Once this is done, then basically this screen only helps for 1 more thing. For example, you use pharmaceutical company to test all ingredients, but now when you can select cannery, switch to different building, and I made or it's actually all 3 of them can be used. Let me quickly check, because I decided let's go with the, you see, sweet cure. I'll made so I can make money in my pharmaceutical. You see, this building is not set for making cure, so it works as normally. So I set my chocolate factory and tested, and basically now the chocolate factory is the 1 building will from now on be used to create from shellfish those cure doses, right? Now you have everything of that part. Now to the good part. There was a particular request, show me those buildings. So here they are. From all the city in the font, don't look at this. On this road, you see this road? all 9 buildings are set here. These are the new buildings. So one after another, I can show you, it's quite easy. You have 7 of them under public services and where the health related things are. So these are kind of related to health. 7 of them are here. Then under raid and military, you have medical checkpoints. So this is additional security checkpoint. There's medical checkpoint. So 8 and 9th building is under industry. There's one more additional item we can make is a mask. So mask can be created from cotton or wool and additional things if you upgrade it. So let me show you all of it. So health buildings first, medical checkpoint, as you can see, everyone that goes through. You can't check every single one of them, so there's a chance that someone passes through, which is a bit stupidly, but well, it is what it is, okay? Then we have 2 buildings that is regarding water. So water well, that healthy drinking area. I'd say I see no point of it. It's just like garbage. It increases when there is no disease. It increases health in this area, or this bigger tower is basically in various eras. It's not all the time. I'm now currently in modern times, so that's why I have all of them. But they unlock gradually. So this is just bigger. And once there is one particular disease that is spreading through the water, basically those 2 are automatically just trash. It basically makes, yeah. Otherwise, I'm not building them. That's a pure pointless thing. Then there's snake oil salesman. That's also comes one of the first available. Does not cure nothing. It has only 2 purposes: make money from your citizens that are panicking or not panicking, right? You can sell rum in there or coffee for gullible customers. It saves nothing. It's basically money generator additional. Then there is 4th building, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th building, as we've seen, isolation center, where people are coming, and then if they feel the need of isolation, for example, you see totally fine, and this is infected. And if I understand correctly, what's written is the base efficiency isolated infected double the chance of self-healing. Remember this? If I understand, it comes from here. So self-immunization per month, there's 1% chance that, or how they get health back. And basically, once you are through the problematic disease, you're immune for a while. So that's double, as far as I can tell. So basically, yeah, it somewhat helps, but not entirely healing at all. So these 4 buildings are, yeah, little to nothing. At early stages, you don't have improved medicine, so this is the best you can get. Medical checkpoint is for identifying these people. Absolutely, yeah. I have them on every corner, and I still can't detect my other. Last 3 buildings from health is healing hotzer. This is basically what it does when you have these enabled cure generating buildings. You have to bring 1,500 those cure doses. They are loaded in this big huge cannon. Let me just demonstrate it for you. Then you pick a location. Remember, I said that you can open this, and then, for example, if I know there are a lot of sick people in here, I can just pick up and boom. Look at this. It's pretty cool. So it basically shoots in a huge area. Everyone is cured. Pretty cool, but well, there's a lot of doses going in this one shot. It will look ugly because, yeah, it's pretty near, but where it's far distance, it's going in nice arch. So, and you see, cured, distributed, awesome. And that is not shooting itself. You have to manually pick a location. And then the last 2 buildings that are actually healing, yeah, I'm trying to talk, is mobile doctor squad, where you have a doctors when you have a cure, always shows you somewhere. Service quality, the cure. So basically they're going building from building, and you can also manually pick them, but they are doing themselves the great job. For example, in living buildings, you can just send a team and they go and then depending on the your prepare for disease or spread the chaos. Different options, okay? Different. Okay, fine. Then last, yeah, I just have problematic this playthrough here because yeah, stupid corruption. And so these guys are going and healing, but the big is new colossal hospital that is, I believe, not only in the modern times but also in the previous. Yeah, here I don't see it. But I think, yeah, they are already faster unlocked. Yeah, I can see it here. This is where people come for treating, but not only for the cure. As far as I can tell, it works also as a hospital. And here you can see we have somewhere it's showing fee, income, service quality, and it should show somewhere the dose, how many, oh, at the bottom, cure. Yeah, I'm almost in front, but yeah, I have cure, which basically burns down so quickly. I have too many people here, so I have to create more cure. And that's basically the core of it. These are the buildings. One last I didn't show. Yes, mask factory. Cool cotton wool, or you can upgrade, and then it also makes synthetic masks from oil and plastics. And that's it. Masks is just new thing that basically is trading item as well. When the disease hits, you can imagine cure can be sold with huge increase of profits, and masks are also super over top of the prices. So that's the mechanic that is showed you the scenarios, the review part. The scenarios 1, 2, 3, first 3 are really weird. You don't fully understand. I'm not going to spoil anything, but at one you kind of feel like you want to cure your Tropicons, and then you read there's another bar that says if all the disease is cured, you lose the mission. It's like, wow, how that even works? So it's now I need to touch on and explain what this game actually does. If you're thinking, hey, Tropico 6 going viral, come on, everyone knows the disease time is over already. We are past that. Come on, you're delaying. No. This game now emphasizes and shows and implements not the pandemic time, but post-pandemic, where realization that people heal themselves if they have proper everything, not only with the vaccine. The masks not entirely work, which is, I'm not going into details, but you've seen those people who wear beneath the nose and all that, so they kind of work if you use them properly, but work, yeah, for the whole population where every second is wearing it wrongly, yeah, it's kind of doesn't. And then you need to immunize yourself every 3 months. It's literally they're capturing everything we know post all that what happened, where basically big pharma created billions of gazillions of dollars that was backed by countries and all that. So they are capturing that essence, right? So let me show you, for example, this is one of the tools where you can lower or raise the panic. Currently I have absolute minimum, I can only raise. When I hit it, I can show you it's immediately in the middle range. So now it's not spreading anymore, right? But it's slowly dropping. Then there's another edict. I can close the borders, which, as you can imagine, has quite drastic effects. Then I can arrest someone on just without any reason. Then I can, in the same time, I can make palace party. So, as you can imagine, if the half of the population is already, or someone is sick, it basically makes even more people sick. Yes, there is mechanic also, because we know in the times in real life, everything was restricted and police involved and closed borders, and then still there was huge parties going on with elites, and they just didn't give a fuck about what's going on. So they basically replicating what we had. And then the world wars, you have 5 different these edicts. For example, one of them is mandatory masks, and it's literally saying that yeah, it's not even helping here, but people can get increased chance of being criminal, and a little bit reducing panic. That's all it does in this game. Secret plan B is basically isolating people. We are not infected and released immediately. Well, you are actively infecting people, so that's another thing. I have viral virus campaign that you can enable, and you can increase or decrease the panic. So I hit increase and just disable enable. Oh shoot, I should have increased it, guys. Increase panic, please do the deed. Increase the panic, as I said. Something is lagging here, but anyways. Then there are 2 different, as you can see, after the disease cure ingredient has been published, you can't enable them. So another money costly these edicts. I haven't launched them ever, because finding a cure is way more important, because you can make a lot of money out of it and all that. So yeah, these are 2 also an option. What else? Oh yeah, just a note. Mandatory masks, if you create them, you can set your people are forced to purchase them. That's basically how, again, in this game you capture huge money just for order people to wear masks and then create masks and sell them, you know. I've seen the idea, right? Then there are 3 under Cold War. Cure embezzlement. Do I need to say more? Every chord the cure is used, there's 1 more missing, and somewhat in your somehow in your Swiss bank account you get money. Basically stealing, you know. Alternative medicine, that was also, there was no benefit to health whatsoever, but people pay extra price. So basically you just you know, you sell overpriced milk or juice. Just ridiculous, but hey, you know, that also happened. Inject first, ask later. So basically when you have this edit, doctors will just put a dose in everyone, regardless, immunized, not immunized, I don't care. Of course, it's all cost again thing. And then the last is last 4 edicts is every 3 months you need to get a booster. Anti-inflation is something crazy. Workers are not paid, that you don't pay more wages, and their wealth levels are the same, but basically there's a chance that rebels, rich and filthy rich, will become rebels. Once you can't enable it just by that, you have to have high this rating, this panic. Once you enable it, basically I looked, I had expenses, it shrank by half of it. So there's a huge portion of all your expenses going to salaries. You enable it, and basically you pay nothing. Work at home, yeah, it's against a thing where there's huge chance to infect others, as you can see, co-workers, and it's another exploit for your Tropico. And last resort is something crazy. Disease eradication is where drones you have. Remember the same drones we had before this? I had somewhere, I can't. Yeah, here. Drone command. It has a new option that you can enable only when you have this new edit, basically. Also, only when there's a high panic. you say, okay, last resort, and now you can order to eradicate disease by drones, where drones are attacking people that are sick. Like, I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. Now, when I've played these fifth time, these 4 scenarios, first 3 really rush you through. I think I have all the playthroughs up already in a YouTube. If you find the trouble playing them, it was a mess. It was a mess, especially the first one. But I managed to win. You will see how to do that if you need some ideas. Really rushed through. You at the end of the mission, you don't fully understand how this all mechanics work. The last 4th gave more time. I spent 2.5 hours from the beginning until the win, and it still was stupid as hell. Why? Because offshore wind turbines have this thing where basically they don't generate electricity, they spend electricity, but basically in front of them whole area is basically pushing air far away, so chemtrails that is built into the scenario can't affect your people. It doesn't work. It simply does not work. So whole 4th mission, I was putting these and trying to get them work. Not a single time they worked. It seems like it's just broken or bug or whatever, which made all the mission absolute nightmare. Because every 2 years, basically there is a chemtrails going over your Tropico, and they have the same plague I have right here, making everyone basically sick again. You have immunized people, and then chemtrails after every 2 years, basically it's kind of reset and everyone is sick again. And when they are sick with this plague, they fall asleep. When they fall asleep, nothing works. So there's no one that makes money, no one that makes goods, no one that teaches. No, you can imagine how painful it was. And the only realization, either it's a bug, either it's basically mission is just pushing you through where you every single time need to do your main mission. Because the only way, there's no way that you can cure your people normally, because it's just refreshes. There's no way of getting rid of the disease. It should be, but it's not there. So the only way how you can win the last 4th scenario is just complete every single main mission that is being thrown at you. And of course, they are quite lengthy because the last mission. I'd say the first was, we remember where the festival thing was also quite traumatic DLC. This, when I played non-scenario, it was quite okay. I have already eradicated 2 diseases. They were quite earlier stages, but I had my cure, I distributed it, and basically I got my old people back on feet, and I could sell off some masks, purchase, of course, it's also in all the lines, a cure, for example, cure dose, you see, 100, okay, super high sell, but masks, usually masks, sometimes masks have some 300% on top this profit, so you huge money, and it's like you can abuse this system and this mechanics, and well, how it might happen also in the real world, that there's a panic, everyone has to wear a mask, everyone needs and wants this cure as a booster every 3 months, and you just keep making out of seashell. I'm making it from literal, shellfish, and I make cure dose and just live in money, So overall I'd say it is a nice addition, way better than this awful corruption DLC that is still messing up all my game. I had $3 million and I just lost almost everything because I had too high corruption. You can't find. beat it normally. I hate the DLC, but well, I have all of them enabled. So in non-scenarios, this new extra mechanic sounds kind of way better. The scenarios, oh boy, I hate them. I don't know. I'm still curious. Have you experienced the bug in the 4th mission, or that was just for me that these smog things were not working, or they just again smoke mirrors? I don't know. From my side, last 4 DLCs, I wish they would make already Tropico 7. I hope it's already in the production. I hope they will maybe update the engine and make it something cooler with some, you know, possibilities to level the terrain or something new. I'm a little bit sick and tired of these DLCs. 4 missions, you run like through them in 4 hours or less. And that's it. It's $15. If you have extra bucks, I'd say wait for the sale. It's not worth 15. Base game costs $40. So 3D's DLCs already are more expensive than the base game. The base game, no doubt, one of the best purchases you can get. These DLCs, yeah, you know, not a big fan. Alright, enough of me talking too long video for too little of the content, but I showed you everything, explained everything, just how it works. My advice, play some new maps with this DLC if you have it. The scenarios did not give me satisfaction, keeping in mind how fast first 3 you rush through, and then the 4th is just pain in the butt. Alright, thanks for watching, we'll meet in other videos. Cheers.